Most men misunderstand what they are chasing. They say they want money. What they actually are chasing is freedom, and most never get it because they play the wrong game. Today, we're breaking down three forces that quietly control a man's life: wealth, money, and status, and why disciplined men focus on only one of them. So, what is wealth? Wealth is not cash. Cash is temporary, it leaks. Cash disappears the moment you stop earning. Wealth is what produces value without your presence. It is systems, assets, ownership, and leverage. Wealth works when you don't. Think a business that operates without supervision, or capital that compounds while you sleep, skills that scale beyond hours. The purpose of wealth is not luxury, it's more like sovereignty, having freedom: freedom of schedule, freedom of choice, freedom from dependency. A man who controls his time controls his life, and that is the real objective. So, money is not the goal, because money is not wealth. Rather, it's a tool. It's a receipt for value already delivered. It's a record that society owes you effort in return. When you solve problems for others, you receive credits. Those credits can be stored, exchanged, or reinvested. Money itself produces nothing, it only directs other people's effort. Men who hoard money stagnate, but men who convert money into assets progress. Discipline is knowing the difference. Status is a trap that most men fall into because there are two games that men can play: the wealth game and the status game. The wealth game is constructive, it creates value, it expands opportunity. The status game is comparative, it requires winners and losers. Status only rises when someone else falls. That is why status creates anxiety, resentment, and aggression. A man obsessed with status is never calm. He's always watching, always measuring, always reacting. This is why men who chase attention, validation, and dominance lose stability. They are playing a zero-sum game. The truth is, status can feel very tempting because it's evolutionary old. Before storage, before ownership, and before systems, status once meant survival. But modern men mistake ancient instincts for modern strategy. Today, status does not create freedom, it creates dependence. Dependence on opinion, dependence on recognition, and dependence on approval. A man who needs approval is controllable. Disciplined men opt out. Oftentimes, wealth creation gets attacked. Men who fail to create wealth will often attack it, not because it's unethical, but because it threatens their position. When a man cannot win the wealth game, he shifts to the status game. He criticizes ambition, he moralizes poverty, he reframes failure as virtue. This is not principle, it is displacement. Men who build do not need to attack because they are too busy creating. Now, wealth is not taking, rather it's building. True wealth is not extracted, it is generated. If wealth were finite, civilization would have collapsed long ago. Every advancement, whether it's technology, infrastructure, medicine, productivity, is created from nothing but applied intelligence and effort. Abundance expands when men solve problems. That is why wealth is a positive sum. More builders create more opportunity. Status cannot do this. Status only rearranges hierarchy. Disciplined men avoid status battles. Status battles require constant aggression, constant comparison, constant positioning. They turn men reactive, emotional, hostile. Wealth creation requires the opposite. It requires patience, focus, and delayed gratification. A disciplined man is calm under pressure because he's not trying to dominate others. He is building leverage. So here's the real path to wealth. Wealth is not luck. Luck is a multiplier, not a foundation. Men who rely on luck consistently lose. Men who rely on skill regain wealth repeatedly. Wealth is created by becoming a certain type of man. A man who compounds knowledge, a man who compounds relationships, a man who compounds effort into systems. This man does not chase opportunity, opportunities find him. Now, speaking of opportunity, there are typically four forms of opportunity. The first is random chance. It's unpredictable and unrepeatable. The second is motion, and this is when men who move a lot, who take a lot of action, create exposure. The third is perception. Skilled men recognize openings that others miss. And the fourth is identity. When a man becomes uniquely capable, the world routes opportunity to him automatically. This is the only form of opportunity worth pursuing. At the end, discipline creates determinism. The goal is not to win once, the goal is to win in almost every scenario. A disciplined man designs his life so that outcomes are repeatable. He does not gamble his future, he engineers it. That right there is true power. Wealth creates freedom, status creates dependency, and money is merely the conduit. Most men choose visibility over leverage. They choose recognition over ownership, and they choose emotion over structure. Disciplined men choose differently. They build, they compound, they remain calm while others compete. And over time, without noise, they ultimately win. This is Alpha Male Psychology. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share with a friend, and we'll see you in the next one.